All right, let's bring in the Knicks dean of film school, Jonathan Macri, for some Knickerbocker chatter. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Jonathan, good to see you as always. What do you like about Brunson's performance on Friday night against Milwaukee?
I thought he picked his spots great. There's been a lot of talk this season about how much Brunson needs to become more of a distributor as opposed to a scorer. And listen, Jalen Brunson is what he is, and he's never going to be anything other than what makes him special, which is a scorer first and foremost. I agree with a lot of the criticism that there are times the Knicks offense can get really stagnant, but as you saw tonight, sometimes the best offense for New York is Jalen Brunson going and doing his thing. 9 of 10 from the field in the first quarter. You mentioned 22 points. For him, it is all about making sure he picks his spots when he takes over a basketball game. And then as we saw for the rest of the night tonight, figuring out when to get the rest of his teammates involved. A lot of Knicks in double figures tonight. So I thought he really towed that line really well.
All right, Jonathan, OG Anunoby was really effective, really good, 28 minutes of action. How can he build off of this performance in Milwaukee?
Just keep shooting it. You know, the thing with OG is, for as dominant as he could look sometimes, he also goes through some slumps, usually a couple of them during the season. He's coming off of one right now in which he made just 4 3-point field goals in his previous 4 games coming off of injury. He had 5 tonight, and we know one game is all it takes to get OG going. I got a stat for you. The Knicks this season, when OG shoots over 40% from the field, they are 23-4. It goes to show how the impact of his offense really supercharges them. And then obviously on the defensive end, we know what he could do, and he's usually pretty reliable on that end of the floor. So with him, it really is just about knocking down the threes and helping the offense. All
right, John, the next 5 games going to be a true test for the Knicks. What did we actually learn about them beating up on Milwaukee, who is terrible without Giannis?
Yeah, I mean, look, give the Bucks credit. They had won 8 of 10 coming into tonight without Antetokounmpo. There's something there. They're not the complete bottom of the barrel of the league, but this is a team the Knicks should beat. And you know what? We've seen the Knicks beat up on a lot of teams that they should beat this year. I don't think anyone's wondering about that. What anyone's wondering about is what are they going to do against the best competition? They've had some quality wins this year, obviously against the Spurs in the NBA Cup final. They had a nice win against Boston on Super Bowl Sunday, the Denver game from a few weeks ago. But we've also seen some real stinkers here against the Pistons and more recently the Cavs. So this stretch that you see those teams coming up, it's all within a span of 8 days. I think this is going to tell us a lot about just how serious this Knicks team is as a team that not only is an Eastern Conference contender, we know they're an Eastern Conference contender, but a team that maybe should still be favored to come out of this conference once we finally get to the middle of April.
Factor Fiction right now. Ty Butler joins us. Ty, always good to see you. Turtleneck. Not many could pull off the turtleneck. I can't. You can. Factor Fiction. OG Anunoby is the Knicks' second most important player.
Listen, he was fantastic tonight, and if you're a Knicks fan, you love to see him bring that energy on offense. We know he's going to lock down on defense. He'll be matched up against Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, should the Knicks face those teams in the playoffs. But this is fiction. Come on. Karl Anthony Towns is the second best player on this team. He's third-team All-NBA. There's a reason why every time he has a bad game, we are reacting to it. We understand the importance of him when it comes to the Knicks in this pursuit of trying to win a championship. So, no, he's the second most important player absent of Jalen Brunson.
Cat, the player everyone loves to hate or hate on. All right, Factor Fiction. The Knicks need the 2 seed in the East in order to make a deep playoff run. Factor Fiction.
I think that the Knicks do need to prioritize seeding because we see that they're at home tremendous, right? The Garden is rocking, and they're just a different team on the road tonight, notwithstanding. But if they fall to the 3 seed, am I going to crush them? Am I going to say that they're drawing dead to win a championship? Absolutely not. All they have to do, Marc, avoid that 4-5 matchup. I don't think you want to see Detroit in round 2. But if the Knicks can stay in that 2-3 matchup, I think they'll be fine.
Avoid Cade, hold him off as late as possible.